Well, hello, Pedigree Stage Stop Race fans. Tonight I'm sitting here with Cathy Rivest from Quebec. Cathy, how are you?
Really good, you?
Oh, grumpy as always, nothing ever changes. So tell me a little bit about your last few weeks of running dogs. I've seen different pictures, some with lots of snow and some with not so much snow. How has it been going?
Yeah, we have a really bad winter in Quebec. We had it's warm. It's so warm that the ground is still not frozen in Joliet. Um, we try to train, but the trail is always soft and really soft. I see, or I think so we have a few run pretty good, but it's always just a mess.
So are you on a sled or are you still on a four-wheeler or ATV?
I know that Marco trained on the sled until maybe close at a month, but sometimes we have to short the team, just with 10 because it's too icy or too soft. But me and Joliet, I'm still on the four-wheeler.
Wow, that's crazy considering it's the beginning of January by now.
Yeah, we really have like a big storm, but 2 feet at one, maybe in 24 hours, and it was just so soft. And a week after that was still soft. We get 2 days of rain, just like crazy. It's not a big help.
No, that's definitely not very helpful. So
No.
last year in your third stage stop, you made a pretty strong showing with third place. What's your goal for this year?
But for sure, I won't do the not worse. But with Marco and Annie, I run the second team for them. I'm like just the jockey, and they don't make pressure to on the second team. The plans it's give experience for the young one and train the older one to if anyone change Doug later. But to me, I just want to do better, and I know that I make some mistake last winter, and I know that I can do better.
Well, I did not see you do very many mistakes out there, so you must have been doing them in hiding. What mistakes do you feel you did?
I did 2 or 3 times maybe go too fast at the loop, and I think 3 times I passed the loop on the wrong side. I have to stop and turn, and on this it's 2 mistakes that I did. One time was not my fault because my sled broke at the last at bridge.
Driggs. Yeah, in
Driggs.
Driggs. I remember you driving a broken sled in Driggs, yeah.
Yeah, and when I passed the loop, was not able to take my snow hook, and I lost time there. But I did, this is one of my mistake, and because now I know the stage each day, and I know where I can go faster or not, and yeah, at Alpine I was on the brake when I go at the loop too much, and when I come back was so soft that I lost. I know that I lost sometimes there too, and a few things like this.
So, I mean, I remember watching you last year, and you were always a lot of fun to watch out there, because no matter what, you had such a positive attitude. But I also remember that your second Pinedale stage, tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, it was my first time at Wyoming, and I know that I saw Annie and Elliot in a big storm, and I know that it was possible to have snow, but when you are not there and you're not doing, it's hard to understand what is a blizzard at the Wyoming in the mountain. And when I started, everybody told us that it was raining and was not. It was pretty bad at the top of the mountain, but when I start, I was not not nervous. I just say, oh, if it's snowing, it's not a big deal. But when this start, we lost the trail. I did a few times. I was in the soft snow on my back and drag behind the team, and was not. When I come back, I was just tired, scared, and now I think I'm more nervous about if they tell me that we have a blizzard again. Whew, I will be scared before I leave.
But in the end, you had a really good run that day too. I'm actually just trying to check it out here. I think you had the fourth fastest time that day. So it's not that you lost anything in the storm compared to anybody else.
No, but before the big storm, I catch Hans Gat, and my dogs, they see him in the not a switchback, but a big curve, and they try to catch him in the middle, and I lost times to come back in the trail there. And after that, I catch everybody on the top, and we get lost, everybody together, and we just make mess. And then when I try to pass somebody, my leader was too scared or too nervous. They just jump, and I was not able to go in the front. And when I saw Annie at the loop, I said, oh boy, I have to follow. Usually Marco tell me, do your race and not try to follow Annie. But this time I said, oh, fuck off, Marco. I follow Annie, and I just won't leave this mountain. And I follow Annie, just for maybe a few miles to go in the better trail.
Well, I remember being at the turnaround there myself, and we even wouldn't see you till you were almost right there when the teams would show up. So it was pretty interesting. All of a sudden, a team would appear out of the snowfall, through the loop, and they were gone again into Nirvana. It was pretty fun, actually. So what made you come back to the stage stop?
To me, it's a pretty good deal. Usually I do just the 6-dog class and the 4-dog class and a bit dry land in Quebec. But over there with Marco, I'm for. Everybody thought that I train with Marco and Annie, but I live in Joliet. It's 1 hour and a half to Marco, and he do everything. And me, when in the fall times, I have my race to do, and after that I just can train with Marco a few times before leaving, and it's just fun to me. He do all the job, he do everything, and when I live with Marco and Annie, it's for travel, nice, nice country. It's so different. That's what I used to do, and it's fun. And the team was so good last year that I was just fun always. Not too much work for me.
Well, you guys seem to have a pretty special relationship for brother and sister. That being said, I mean, you guys were putting long hours in during the race last year too. I mean, no matter when I tried finding you somewhere, you guys were working on the dogs.
Yeah. What you said, that we work a lot of.
Yeah, you worked pretty hard during the race, because you said that you don't have to do all the hard work because Marco is doing it. But last year during the race, all three of you were putting in long hours. No matter when, if I would come at 10 o'clock at night, you were doing something.
Yeah, but yeah, we don't sleep a lot, I think, in the family, and we do things that I have to do, and I don't care to be outside. We train, we work on the feet, we do everything, and I don't care. It's just too bad that I cannot go help more before in the fall time, because I have my race and I do my things. But the deal is when I go in the truck, I do more that I can do, and I try to help.
So how much sleep do you actually think you do get during the race per day? Like when is your day usually finished and how early do you have to start?
Yeah, we live in Quebec and we try to go faster possible over there to train, to do more training before the race. We wake up maybe at 6 in the morning, and sometimes we go sleep at 1 o'clock midnight. You know, depends if where we are, and we go in the truck stop that Marco and Annie know, and we do a long drive, and after that when we train it's a little bit more relaxed. We can go sleep at 11, maybe, I don't know, midnight, but during the race we wax the sled, the ski pretty late. Maybe at 1 o'clock we can do still outside, me and Marco, and do our things, and we wake up at 5.
Yep, that's exactly what I meant. That's pretty impressive. So when are you guys going to be leaving Quebec and starting heading down?
I think it's 14 in weeks and a half, 14 or 15.
Okay. And then you are going to go to that West Yellowstone race Dave Torgerson is putting on. That
I don't know. I still don't know. I did not speak about that with Marco and Annie. I don't know if he won't do a race or just still work to know which one, because the conditions are so bad that I think it's hard to Marco and Annie to know which dog we should take, and because the trail, we don't go fast, and it's soft and it's hard on the dogs. I don't know if he all prefer work on the team and be ready for the Wyoming, or do another race. I don't know.
Well, I will give them a call here too and start bugging them a little bit too, so then I probably find out. Anything else you want to add? Anybody you would like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Aldin, my girlfriend, that because we have dog at home, and for her it's just a more job, because I leave to go over there to have fun, and her she stay home, she work, and she take care all her dog, and she train the dog here. And when I come back, after Wyoming, I take the airplane, and the week after that I race with my dog here, and it's her that she train when all this time, 3 weeks.
Nice.
And thank you to Marco and Annie too, to give me the chance to drive a good team like I have each. I know that they are pretty good this winter too. I should have fun again.
Well, you always seem to do. Well, thank you for your time. Safe travels down there.
Thank you.